Alex Car Doctor back with another video, good people. Ooh, it's about to pour down, raining out here. Check out these trees. All right, back to it. Today's patient is a 2014 Dodge Charger. Pretty nice looking car, I must say. Let's get it pulled in before I get stormed on. Now, what's going on with this patient is she do believe she have some lifter issues according to my videos that I post. So yes, this is a customer from one of my videos. So shout out to you. You know who you are. Pretty sure you're the only one has a flower in their window right there. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get you pulled in, and I'll see you in the shop. Whew, we definitely got a ticker, good people. Guys, I have such a trained ear now. Yes, my hair is probably all frizzy. Been working hard, you know what I say. When I've been working hard, my hair is messed up. Let me make sure you're getting a good shot on this. So I just popped the hood. What I was about to say, I do these engines so much, I have a trained ear for them now. I don't even charge the people diagnostics to, they want to bring it to me to double check and see if they need lifters. Yes, this car definitely needs lifters. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys, running down the process of how to do these lifters the easy way with the tool. All right, guys, before I dive into this, the tools that I'm going to be using to remove this intake manifold and this valve cover are simply these three. Yes, and some extensions, of course. Right here, I have a 10 millimeter, an 8 millimeter, and a T20 torque head for these. So let's dive right into it. The first thing I'm gonna do is grab my 8 millimeter and remove my intake tube. Now, earlier, I know you saw me remove the cover. Guys, if you can't remove the cover, you shouldn't be working on the vehicle. So let's just get that out there now. Now, let me show you this before I get too deep into it. There is a intake. Let me shine some light on this situation. There's an air intake temperature sensor right there. So we're simply gonna unplug it. Bam. You don't want to leave that on and start snatching on stuff. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Put you back up there. All right, now we can start removing our 8s. Just need a little bit. And just, oh wow, look, this is loose. I've been working on this car, just careless, man. Let me go ahead and tighten that down. This is where the extensions come in handy. Guys and gals, the quick lube people out there, yes, I'm talking to you because I'm pretty sure y'all probably did this. Or if you're at home and doing your own work, tighten down your bolts for your intake because the filter is no longer working. Dirt and debris is getting up in there because you failed to tighten down your bolts for your intake tube. Now, it's probably something wrong with it because they don't want to tighten down. So that's probably why they left them alone. Yeah, I think they done stripped them out. Yeah, something is definitely going on here. But y'all not here for that. I will worry about that later, probably off camera, because you're not watching this video to learn how to fix an air box. Oops. All right. You're watching this video to learn how to work on the lifters. The next thing I like to do is disconnect all my wiring. I know I see it. Guys, I know I see it. The only 3 things you need is those 3, but it helps if you have a flathead screwdriver. So That's what I'm gonna go get. It's these stupid security clips that get me every time. And I think I have one handy. Nope, I don't. So I'll be right back. Here we go. All right. Now I can better, and it helps to have nails too. I keep my nails cut short so I don't collect a lot of dirt and grime. I can't stand dirt and stuff under my nails. I don't know why, but I don't like it. So that's why I keep short nails. So I like to disconnect the harness first. There we go. Then I'll simply pull these vacuum tubes up. I'm gonna bring the camera around so you can see what I'm doing over here. Well, while you're over here, I'm just gonna, let's just work on this area. Guys, I don't know. It must have been a long day for me. It is after hours. And I gotta add one more tool. Y'all gonna look at me like, don't you do these all the time? Yes, I do. But you may not necessarily, yes, you do need these tools because you have these brackets right here, and these brackets cup over. Once you get the manifold off, the upper manifold, you're gonna have these brackets that's going over the valve cover. So it's best just to go ahead and remove those 13s down there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab my 13 ratchet wrench because I think that's the best to removing those. All right, this should be the last tool. 13. Come on, Alex, get it together. All right, so you're gonna have some 10s over here that don't tell me I can't get to because it's too long. No, I'm gonna make this work. I'm not going to get no other tools. I refuse to get any other tools. Y'all guys making it work at home, I'm gonna make it work at my shop. All right. This is apparently too long, but it's okay, guys. It is okay, because I'm gonna go get another 10, and I'm not gonna be shameful of, you know, starting the video off saying you only need these many. I was wrong. You need kind of a variety. So let me go grab a 10. This video is turning into, I don't know what the tools is to take the job. I mean, to do the job. But hey, we all make mistakes. I'm not gonna dwell over them. All right, so I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit of what's going on down here, if I can. So hopefully get y'all out of there. All right. So you have these brackets right here, and they're 13s. Let me just take it off. Let's see if you can see those 13s. There's 13s right here. So I'm just gonna pull those off. It's easier with a ratchet wrench. Now you don't have to pull them off. You really just have to loosen them up. And once you loosen them up, it gets flappy. So I'm gonna do that for the other side, but the other side has a nut on the end of it that's holding this line right here. Come on, focus. There we go. That's holding this line. So, and then there's the bolt behind it. So I'm gonna put you back up here, like so. Come on, get in there. All right, so I'm gonna press those down real quick because it's hard to do it with one hand. Well, trying to hold the camera and do it. Now you can completely take them off, but I just let them flap out the way like so. You know, to each his own. And I'm trying not to get no more tools, so I'm gonna work with what I have. Now, I did say these are the tools you need to take off the valve cover. I did not say these are the tools you need to do the whole job. Let's get that straight right now. So, right now I'm taking off the nut. I don't want to drop it. Guys, in a little bit, I'm gonna tell you my theory, why I think these things be chewing through lifters. I think I figured it out. So we're simply gonna take the flathead and just move it out the way. Just push it back a little bit so you can get a tool on it to break this thing loose. I'm gonna use the open end and hopefully it works. Guys, I am burning up. I don't have my fan on because I want you to hear me clearly. So make sure you show some love and hit that like and subscribe button because, you know, I'm hot. I don't like to be hot. So I'm literally sweating really bad and I just don't want the fan noise to, you know, ruin the sound quality of the video. I'm burning up for you. So keep that in mind. So this way is a lot harder. Let me see, can I push this line out the way a little bit more? I'm just gonna open boxing it off. It takes a little bit longer, but I'm being lazy and I don't want to remove that whole line. Yeah, this is just easier for me to do. And like I said, I don't have to take it all the way off. I just have to get it where it kind of flap around and it's almost there. So we're good. Once I get this intake off, while I'm removing the intake, I'll tell you my theory why I think the lifters go out on a particular side first. We're gonna see if I'm right on this one. I like to gamble sometimes. So I'm gonna take a gamble at this. All right, got it off. Woo, okay. Let me move you guys around to this other side so you can see what's going on. That's the whole point of this. Ooh, I lost light. And it does not look pretty when I lose light. It just came unplugged. That's okay, technical difficulties, but voila, let there be light. Uh-oh. All right. Cool. All right, guys. There's another line right here. You can just simply take a screwdriver and just finesse it off. There's another 10 right here and one right here. Hopefully you saw that, but if not, let me show you. Right there and right here. So those are the 10s I would be taking off. And once I get the intake out the way, I would then, I may have to undo a 13 down there that's holding that bracket, but we'll see. So, let's undo those real quick. All right. Now, this is the crankcase, positive crankcase vent. You have vacuum right here, and you have vacuum sucking out all the crankcase, you know, relieving the crankcase of the pressure. You know, it's pulling it into the intake. So this is why some guys like to install catch cans and stuff, because it keeps all that crankcase gunk out the bottom of the crankcase. So I'm gonna see if I can work this hose off. Sometimes this hose can be a pain in the butt. And I'm gonna work it off the same way I did this one. I just get a screwdriver and just push like so. So now that I have all my vacuum lines loose, it's time to remove the intake bolts. Oops. All right. It's gonna be these T20s or 8mm. I like to use the T20 because getting down in some of these whales are kind of hard with a socket. Now guys, I am using electric tools to loosen this stuff. Again, and I repeat, I'm loosening it. Do not go back in with electric tools. These are screw bolts going into plastic. Please torque them down. The torque spec is actually on the manifold itself. 7 to 9 Newton meters. Very low torque spec. It hurts me when I see people with impacts or electric tools running these down. It really do hurt me. I'm like, oh, dude. You are ruining their intake. I mean, their lower intake. And I think that's it. Let me double check. Always double, triple check your work. And yes, that's it. All right. What is this? Coolant? Be up there. Now, it's time to pull this up. Now, it should come up just perfectly fine. Voila! Look at that. Set that over there. This foam, the reason for it, I really don't know. Maybe for future pests, rats, perhaps? No, for real though. I always tells people it's some type of noise deadening material. So if it goes back on, good. If it don't go back on, good. All right. And guys, I was wrong. It seems like the deeper I get into this stuff, the more I discover I need a new tool. But anywho, we're gonna keep rolling on. These are your phaser control, I guess valves. It's best if you take them off, but you don't have to. You have little needles that stick out, and sometimes it'll catch the grooves of the phaser or oil control valve. What you call it, you know, Chrysler like to call them oil control valves for some odd reason. But hey, we're gonna keep moving on. Now, just looking at the area, this vehicle is gonna be sitting, so I am going to put covering over my intake just so nothing won't drop down. I'm leaving the area because once I remove the valve covers, I will inspect the cams, and if there's any cam damage, hopefully there's no cam damage, then I will go back and, you know, go ahead with the job. But the way it sounds, it may be cam damage. And plus it's late, guys. I'm not gonna stay here all night and just do the job. I will be back tomorrow and finish it up, so that's why I'm going to cover it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna probably find some rags. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my coils. Guess my hands are weak today. So you have these little push thingies that is being a booger tonight. Okay. What I had to do is push forward, then push down. And it helps if you have nails. I already told you the story on my nails. So, push forward, push down, and it comes right out. And this one don't want to act right. Okay. I guess I'm grabbing the, when I stick my screwdriver in and do it this way, I'm actually lifting up on the lock itself. So that way seems a lot better. Hopefully you can see this, but there's a little tab right here. May discover a new way of getting these things off, because playing with that is kind of a pain in the butt. Basically, I take my flat head, get up out of there, and lift up very gently. And voila, probably discovered a new way of getting them off on camera. Look at me go, Alex. All right, this is another crankcase vent. And this one is not under vacuum. It's not under vacuum. Now somebody's been in here before. These are aftermarket coils. And they changed all 6, which I recommend doing if you're gonna change out your coils and do a tune-up. Just drop the piece. I'm gonna have to retrieve that. Let's see. Come on, baby. Play nice. There we go. Let me find that piece, because I don't want to continue on without finding it. Found it. Some type of fuse thingy. Guys, write down in the comments. Tell me what this is. I never bothered looking it up, but that's how it goes. Drop down in there and voila. Okay. Yeah, I never bothered looking it up. Ooh, this look a little funny. Look at that. They used the old boot. I guarantee you. Look how dingy that looks. Somebody wrong for that. See the difference? Yeah, man. And these coils, I'm pretty sure they probably came off of eBay or Amazon or something. Guys, don't do that. These cheap Amazon, eBay coils will not last long. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is get these little push clips up. I really need my needle nose pliers. Like I said, I need more tools than I thought. I guess I don't know. But it's all good. I'll make it happen. All right, cool. The other tool that I need is T30. You have to remove these cam sensors right here. Well, cam sensor. Oh yeah, cam sensors. And somebody been throwing parts at this. See a new cam sensor right here. This one's the original one. All right. Now I'm gonna unplug my phasers. All right. Same concept. They have little push clips, and I'm just simply pushing them and pulling up. All right, guys, I'm about to just go get the tool. This is a lot of clips I gotta remove. So let me just go get what I need. And I think I got my T20 for this back crankcase PVC piece. Let me make sure. this is the hardest part about this job. And I'm gonna have to remove the tube right here because I think it's starting to get in the way. Nope, I got it. Let me just go ahead and buzz this off. Hopefully you're seeing this, but it's... And you could easily lose these screws. So hopefully I don't. Come on. I really need my magnet. So if you have a magnet, have it on hand. You wouldn't be struggling like I do, like I am now, and about to lose a screw. There's two of these. That's one. There's one at the bottom. All right. And half the time when you're working on this particular piece, you're working blind, unfortunately. All right. Voila. That's just gonna come out like so. Here we go. The reason this piece have to come out because this indentation right here hooks into the back of the cam. So if you're trying to pull up, you're not, because it's holding it in place, sort of like that. All right. Now, let me go get some rags to cover this up, and my T30 and my little clip removal tool, and let's get this let's get this valve cover up. Guys, remember I was telling you about I'm probably gonna have to loosen this bracket. It looks like it cups over the valve cover, and I work on a lot of newer ones that don't have dipsticks, and this is just a plug. It ain't even the transmission dipstick, just a dipstick tube. And I can't remember if this have to be removed, but I'm gonna try to remove this valve cover. Looking at it, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Life is about trial and error, good people. And the same go for this one. You have these security clips that you have to kick out, then you just push down. Let me go grab my other tools. Okay. Got the intake covered up with... You didn't know I was a drummer, did you? Wrench and bone in the house. Anyway. Got my T30. Simply remove this sensor. Nice and easy. All right. And it's like a dual sensor. You'll see. Have these two little blocks. It's reading each cam on this side. Exhaust, intake. And it's the same for both sides. Voila. And broke out the needle nose because apparently my tools sometimes grow feet and they run off. It's not me because I keep up with my tools. It's, you know what, I'm not gonna say it. And it's one more little wiring harness clip over here. These work better anyway. And another little clip right here. All right, time for the fun stuff. Got these 8mm. I'm gonna put my extension on here and buzz away. And I got some more little clips right here. Oh, you've been a pain in the butt. I don't know why. Here we go. Don't want to come out. Ooh, that one fought me a little bit. My tune is starting to heat up. All right, guys. All the bolts should be removed. Now I'm gonna double check in a little bit, but before I do, as promised, I said I was gonna tell my theory behind why I always see this side go out before I see this side go out. All right, jumping right into it. This side has the vacuum on the crankcase, so literally the crank, the crank pressure and all the oil vapors is getting drug up through this cylinder head right here. So it's dragging up kind of contaminants and debris, like nasty stuff, and it's getting pulled in the intake to get routed into your engine to be burnt. So what you would normally see, the lifter always go out on here because I think it's on this side, because I think it's debris and gunk and carbon soot stuff getting drug up to this head. So that always leave this head in some type of bronze discoloration, versus this cylinder head right here is just atmosphere. It's just venting to atmosphere, and it's always like brand new and shiny. So that is my theory. Write down in the comments and let me know why you think they're failing left and right. So in theory, this one side will go out. You keep riding that, all that metal shavings is getting grinded up into a powderish form, further contaminating the oil, and eventually it makes its way over to this side, destroying this side. So there you have it. That's my reason. So I'm gonna very gently pry up, kind of break this seal. Nothing too heavy, and I can't remember if this is a bolt or not. Yes, it is. That's why I said I was gonna double check. So let's move that out the way. Ooh, you tried to hide from me. That's why I said very gentle. Give it a little persuasion. And we're gonna simply, now this is for the cover, so I'm just gonna screw this back on there temporarily. And we're gonna continue double checking. Boom, 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 boom. Everything looks good. I was wondering about that, but I just couldn't remember, like, was that a screw or not? All right, let's see, dipstick, are you gonna be in my way? Do I have to remove you? So I gotta go forward, and this bracket is gonna be in the way. So, as I'm trying to go forward and the bracket is just stopping me. It's another 13. If I can find it. There we go. And again, you don't have to completely take it off. The less stuff you take off, the less you lose bolts and whatnot. So just simply loosen it up. Let's see if I can pass this dipstick tube. And I don't think I am. I'm gonna have to loosen it up downstairs. I just couldn't remember. Another little trick you can do is just give it a little pry up if it's your own vehicle, but this is a customer vehicle, so of course I'm going to loosen it up the proper way. And so I'm gonna take a little look down there and see what's holding it. So it's a 13. Let's have you guys take a look. Let's see what we see. Right. Oh, can't see it. Here. All right, guys. This is where it is. Right here. You're gonna find some type of bracket. Just follow the dipstick tube down, and right here where I'm pointing my finger. So I'm gonna take my 13 wrench and move this bolt, and the dipstick tube should move out the way. Now I'm stuck. Okay. And this is that piece that I was telling you about right here. See how it's sticking out? So that piece goes in there and kind of, yeah. So it's very hard to remove that without removing this. I've never have unless you break something, but we're not gonna break nothing. We're gonna do this stuff the right way. We are. All right, so that's what I'm about to do now. So I can move the dipstick tube. Always do stuff the right way. Like I said, you can just bend it out the way, but that's not the right way. And on my channel, I teach how to do the right way, not the wrong way. You have other channels for that. Now, I may show you the long way of doing something sometimes, but sometimes the long way is the best way. Should be able to undo it by hand now. All right, got it. Okay. Move it out the way. Like I said, guys, it's hot. This heat ain't no joke. And the sun don't went down. How about that? All right. Voila. There she go. Now, I'm gonna have to double check the mileage on this vehicle. I'm not really sure what it is, but hey, I may be wrong about this side though. I see a little discoloration. Let's pull down the other side and see what that looks like. And we'll compare the two. And see if you guys can see the difference. And make sure I got all my bolts. Yeah. Nope. Forgot one. Always double check, triple check. All right, my light is still on my camera, so I'm gonna just simply turn that off if I can. You know what? It's okay. The more light, the merrier. All right. Just give it a little pry. All right. Get off. No. It's saying, no, I don't want to leave. All right, there goes the gasket, but that's okay because we're replacing it anyway. All right. This is what I'm talking about. You can really tell, put my flashlight away, the discoloration around the tube seals, spark plug tube seals. I'm gonna give you another example in a little bit. All right, so let me just, I'll move that out the way in a little bit. I do it now, I got my tool, my needle nose. Sometimes these get stuck on there. All right. Voila. So no discoloration, but let me show you another example of another Pentastar I have in here that chewed through 2 cams. Here we have a Town and Country with the Pentastar in it. And if you look, very clean. You can really tell by, now I need my light back on my phone. Let me see if I can get it to come on. I don't even know how to work this thing. All right, guys. Hopefully you can see this. You see the bronze discoloration on it? Yeah, you see how that look? And over here, it's like, there we go. It's like polished. It's nice, clean aluminum versus it's got a dark bronze shade to it. And if this engine was facing me, this would be the passenger side, that'll be the driver's side. Like on the rear-wheel drive variant, like the Chargers, the Challengers, the Durangos, so on and so forth. And the vans, the front-wheel drive variants has the Town and Countries, the you get what I'm saying, the ProMasters, things like that. So just wanted to show you that real quick. So, like I said, there is cam damage. I mean, rocker, the little lifter, the rockers. The lifters don't go out on these, but if you're in there, just don't replace the rocker, replace the lifters. I get this so many times. People will say, oh, it's the rockers that go out. Why call it lifters? Because it's just simplicity. It's easier for you guys to resonate with lifters versus rockers. Not, you know, you guys may not know what rockers is. Everybody know what lifters are most of the time. I already see some damage on this cam lobe right here. It's definitely got into the outer edge. So this rocker has failed. You can kind of see how it's wobbling around. Let me see if I can show you that up close. And you can see how I got into the outer edges. Now, rule of thumb, long as the top portion is good, you can reuse it, but by me being a shop and doing things the right way, this cam needs to be replaced. So we know this cam is bad. There's no sense of checking any other lobes. It chewed into the intake cam. Let's take a look at the exhaust cam. So these lobes are up. They feel really good. I'm gonna have to get something to turn the engine over with, but I pretty much feel these, and I don't feel a problem with them. Let me shine my light so I can get a better view. So I was able to cheat a little bit and look at this cam. So this cam is good. Let's draw our attention over here. Wow, 2 exhaust cams. This lady is not gonna like this. It chewed up the edges again. Yeah, like before. Look at all that play. That's what you're hearing ticking. That slop. So, I got some bad news to deliver tomorrow morning. She's gonna need 2 cams. Same with the van, man. It's like, so frustrating because that makes her bill jump up. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that and was able to learn something from this first half of, well, the first section of this job. This is going to be multiple videos because you guys' attention span is short and you may not want to stick around to that long. You may just want to learn how to take off the valve covers or the intake. Well, you learned something today. I'm pretty sure you did. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because I burnt up for you guys. I did. It was hot. Could have been sitting in front of the fan, relaxing. Make sure you support. See you guys on the next one. Love you.